Hello everyone. In this lab, this is actually contain real Cisco equipment. I'm going to explain to you how to analyze Cisco Express forwarding and how the Cisco Express forwarding is built to forward traffic. In my previous video, I explained what are the difference between RIB, FIB, and CEF. If you don't know the difference clearly, I would recommend you to watch this video. I'm going to give you a brief intro here, but if you want a detailed explanation, I will put the link in the description for that video. RIB is basically is a common routing information base for all different routing protocol running on a router, and FIB is used to extract the best routes from the RIB, and CEF is going to be built using the best route, that is the FIB, and plus the adjacency table. FIB is going to give you the layer 3 information, what is the next hop address, and you need to know what is the egress interface to forward the traffic. For that, you need adjacency table. So let's go to the real lab and look at how Cisco build its adjacency table. So let's log into the HQ router and issue the command. Go to enable first and issue the command show IP CEF, and you can see all the prefix and what is the next hop and what is the egress interface. As I explained to you, CEF is a combination of FIB and the adjacency table. So let's look at the adjacency table now. Show adjacency, and there is nothing in the adjacency table. So what you see in here is basically all the network contained within the HQ router. There is nothing beyond this router. That is why the adjacency table is empty. So if you want to build the adjacency table, what you need to do is you need to initiate a ping for a destination, then the router can do the op and build the adjacency table. So I'm going to ping 10.10.10.2, that is this interface, and see how it build its adjacency table. Ping 10.10.10.2. You will lose the first ping. You see, out of 5 pings, 4 is successful. First is used to get the ARP information. That's why you lose the first ping, because without the ARP, you are not able to ping the destination interface. So now look at show adjacency. You see, now it built its first adjacency entry in the adjacency table. To go to this next hop, you need to go to the egress interface ETH00. That makes sense. So now we go to see whether this adjacency information reflected in the CEF table. There is no entry for 10.10.10.2 in here. You see 10.10.10.132 is there. There is no 10.10.10.2 route here. So now issue show IP CEF. Now you can see this entry has been inserted into the CEF because of the adjacency table. Because adjacency table input its information into the CEF table. So this is how CEF table get built. So now we are clear on how the CEF table is built using FIB and adjacency table. So let's look at the IP route, that is a RIB on the HQ router. To look at the RIB, you issue show IP route. You are only seeing connected and the local route, nothing more than that. So dynamic routing is not enabled on this router. Therefore, you are not learning 192.168.110.0.24 route in the HQ router. You see, there is no 192.168.110. To be able to learn this route, you need to enable dynamic routing on this router. To do that, I'm going to enable EIGRP on this router. To enable EIGRP router, EIGRP1, and I'm going to advertise all networks. So to do that, network 0.0.0.0 that advertise all the network connected to this router. Now you can see it is forming neighbors. And now we go and look at show IP route. It should be able to learn this network using EIGRP. D means EIGRP. So now we go look at the CEF table, show IP CEF. It should reflect there. You see, this route has been learned via 10.10.10.2. But I know adjacency table is not going to change because this next hop already has been learned, because this is the gateway for learning this one. So adjacency table is not going to change. But if you issue the command show adjacency, you only have one adjacency. So for both this attached route and this newly learned route via EIGRP, you only use one adjacency information. If you want to see IPsec is enabled on a particular interface, you can issue the command show IP interface ETH 0.0. You see here IPsec switching is enabled. If you want to disable IPsec on a particular interface, you go to that particular interface, conft int ETH 0.0, no IP route cache CEF. And now go to that interface and see IPsec switching is disabled. IPsec is enabled for IPv4 by default on all Cisco routers, but not enabled for IPv6. But if you enable IPv6 unicast routing on a router, that will automatically enable IPv6 CEF also. But if you want to have IPv6 CEF, you need to have IPv4 CEF enabled. Otherwise, IPv6 CEF won't work. If you want to disable CEF globally, what you need to do is const no IP CEF. That will disable globally the IPsec. But if you want to enable it, just issue the command IPsec. That will enable IPsec on your router globally. Hope this video is helpful for you. If you like the content of this video, give me a thumbs up. Also consider subscribing to the channel and turn on the notification for future video updates.